Being a celebrity comes with a lot of pros in the material world, including luxury cars, huge mansions, expensive wardrobe collections, private jets, and high-class social life. Having loads of fame often comes with loads of money, and I guess we would all welcome a few more thousands added to our paycheck. But what if spending $50,000 actually felt like spending $1? No, I'm not crazy. If you're a billionaire, you feel like that pretty often. Now imagine you are born and find out that your dad is not just a billionaire, but his net worth is actually $150 billion, and also he's the richest person in the world? Or at least, one of them. How would you feel then? It's no wonder that the whole world begins to take a keen interest in the lives of the children of super rich human beings. Welcome to The Richest Kids, a series dedicated to exploring the lives of some of the most privileged kids in the world. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at how life is for the 6 kids of the richest person in the world, the founder of companies like Tesla, SpaceX, The Boring Company, and Neuralink, Elon Musk himself. Elon Musk was married twice before he entered into a relationship with his present girlfriend, Claire Bouchard, who is better known for her stage name Grimes. With his first wife, Canadian author Justine Wilson, he had 6 kids. But tragically, their first child, Nevada Alexander Musk, died because of sudden infant death syndrome when he was only just about 10 weeks old. The couple then had twins Griffin and Xavier through in vitro fertilization in 2004. 2 years later, they were blessed with a triplet. The 3 were named Kai, Saxon, and Damien. Elon Musk and the Canadian author divorced in 2008, however. But in 2016, Musk and his second wife, English actress Tallulah Riley, also divorced after first tying the knot in 2010. After having been blessed with a triplet and a duplet, Musk and his present partner Grimes announced the arrival of A-XII. For those of you who want to know the rationale behind the very unique name, X stands for the unknown variable, AE stands for artificial intelligence or love, and the A-XII is the precursor for SR-17, which is a super fast aircraft. Leave it to a dad to name their kid after something cool. Now let's take a sneak peek into the lives of these 6 billionaires' kids and how they're brought up. Now, you might be thinking that being the CEO of numerous companies, possessing a great work ethic, and having a really busy schedule throughout the week, that Elon Musk would be the type of person who could really spend some quality time with his family. Well, you couldn't be more farther from the truth. Although he does have great responsibilities on his shoulders, like the colonization of Mars and the mass production of electric cars for the sake of Earth's environment, he still does find time for his 6 children. In a friendly interview with journalist Katie Bollert of All Things D, he discussed the times he spends with his kids. According to him, apart from the hours he spends at work, almost all of his time is dedicated to the boys. When asked by Bollert if there is anything he envisions his children to achieve during their lifetimes which he possibly could not achieve during his own, he replied that he hopes that his boys belong to the generation who will see humanity become a multi-planetary civilization. Griffin Musk and his 5 brothers are very lucky to have Elon Musk as their father. And I'm not just saying this because he's the richest person on the planet. Mostly. I say this because Musk loves his kids a lot. He's even been quoted as saying that babies are super cool, and people need to have more babies because it sounds obvious, and not having babies can be the reason humanity will disappear. Now, don't go jumping to the conclusion that he only loves Ash because the other 5 are not babies anymore. Weekend mornings are super fun for all the boys because they go to the movies, do various activities in the house like making model rockets and discussing humanity's futures. After all, his children have to understand their father's dream of setting us up on other planets. The children also play video games with their dad, but they can't just play any video game. Elon Musk is very watchful of the kinds of video games his sons play, and if he feels that a particular game does not aid in the mental development or cognitive skills of his kids, he makes them delete that game. He once said that he was okay with his kids playing games where some physics or brain work is required. His youngest son, A-XII, mainly remains under the care of Grimes. Musk himself admitted that Grimes cares more for the newborn. He also remarked that he will provide more attention to A-XII once he grows up a little. But till then, he's confident that Grimes will do her job well. That's what Elon say, babies are just eating and pooping machines. Elon Musk's children also visit exotic places for a nice family vacation. In an interview, Musk said that he plans to take his kids to China, see the Great Wall there, ride a bullet train from Beijing to Xi'an, and see the Terracotta Warriors. Seems like a pretty good trip in my book right there. So our next question would be, is their education? I always used to think that Griffin and his brothers studied in some high-end, costly private school. After all, they are the sons of a man whose net worth is around $200 billion. Turns out the school where Musk's children study is a private school founded by Elon himself. This school is called A-XII, which translates roughly to the stars. But why did his kids not just go to a regular school? Well, it's because Elon Musk thought that his children were not receiving the kind of education that he expected. And we all know that Mr. Musk does not like to complain about problems, and all he does is solve them. As someone who's gone through the public education system, especially in Arizona, I don't blame his choice. With that though, he created A-XII, and it's not the conventional type of school where batches are formed based on children's age. Here, batches are formed based on children's skills and abilities. His kids are going to become great problem solvers just like himself. But here's why. There is no concept of grades in A-XII because Musk believes that every child has different capabilities. He believes that it's not rational to measure their performance against some predetermined standards. Instead of teaching students in the old style of lectures and notes, A-XII emphasizes the need to develop the problem-solving skills of a child by presenting them with real-world problems, rather than just looking at their testing scores. In a way, Elon Musk has said goodbye to the old system of education by singing Pink Floyd's classic, Another Brick in the Wall. Who knows, A-XII might be the beginning of a new education revolution. And again, we could definitely use it. Although A-XII has terrific infrastructures, Elon Musk still believes that his boys are primarily being educated by YouTube, Reddit, and their classmates. In an invite-only live chat on the audio chat social networking app Clubhouse, he said that his children spend most of their time online and he believes that they primarily use websites like YouTube and Reddit to gain educational information. When asked by one of the hosts in the live chat as to whether he would allow his children to live on Mars once they turned 20, he replied that he was fine with them living on Mars when they turned 20. His children gotta be pretty happy to hear that one right there. Although that does bring us to the next question, are they too privileged? When Elon Musk went to school as a child in his birth country, South Africa, he was bullied a lot. He was chased out by gangs of bullies in his school who beat him up mercilessly. Worse still, whenever the bullies weren't able to find Musk, they convinced his best friend to lure him out of his hiding place so they could beat him up again. All these events made his childhood a very difficult one. All these events made him avoid his social life. All these events made him fall in love with his books, and I don't blame him one bit. But on top of all that, all of these events made Elon Musk the man that he is today. In other words, Elon Musk feels that a person's childhood is what shapes him or her. Now, I don't mean to say that it's a very difficult childhood that's necessary to make such a person. It's just that Elon Musk is a little bit worried about the conditions under which his children are being brought up. He feels that his children are not facing much adversity due to which they might not appreciate the little things in life. Yet in my opinion, they are not in the least bit spoiled or ungrateful like a typical rich kid. The boys have never been heard of doing any funny business or causing problems to society, but at the end of the day, they're still very young and have a lot of experience in life. What do you think? Do you think that the six brothers are too privileged? Let us know. Whatever be the case, one thing is for sure, that they are going to achieve great feats in their lifetime. Why is that? Well, because rebellion and entrepreneurship run in Elon's family. His father is an engineer with a genius-level IQ, his mother is a dietitian, his younger brother Kimball is a millionaire and the founder of 3 food companies, his younger sister Tosca is a movie producer and the CEO of movie streaming platform Passionflix, and his cousins Lyndon and Peter Rive were the founders of Solar City. That's why there are high chances that we're going to hear about 6 men who have done something great in the coming years, all with the name of Musk. So, that was a glimpse into the life of Elon Musk's children. Like the video if you don't mind, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, everybody.